she understands the responsibility of being the face of the league. And I don't necessarily know if she wants it, but she understands it.
The Chicago Sky just suffered their most embarrassing defeat of the season again. The Indiana Fever crushed them for the third time, this time on their home turf. But the real story isn't just about the scoreline. It's Kelsey Mitchell's unstoppable 35-point explosion and how Caitlin Clark turned Barbie Night into her night. So, how did we get here?
The Chicago Sky team's not very good, folks. And they hung in with this Indiana Fever team. Really, it was about 1 minute and 40 seconds left before you could finally say, this game is put away.
What happens when the biggest name in women's basketball walks into a game she's not even playing in? Chaos. Absolute chaos. The Chicago Sky's Barbie Night was supposed to be Angel Reese's big moment. The event was designed to showcase her star power, her rising influence as a new face in women's basketball, and let's be honest, to help sell a few tickets. But then Caitlin Clark showed up and, well, nobody could have predicted what happened next.
I think this is a big reason why Caitlin Clark is, in general, so popular. Like, Caitlin Clark spent 20 minutes signing autographs. She made her way 2/3 of the arena. She signed literally hundreds of autographs.
Imagine this. Fans wrapped around the arena concourse clutching glossy posters, trading Instagram handles, and squealing like this was a Taylor Swift meet and greet. Caitlin Clark, still sidelined with an injury, decided to show up, mingle with the fans, and in the process completely hijack the spotlight.
She signed hundreds of autographs, and if you guys didn't see that game today, there were as many Fever fans as there were Sky fans. So Caitlin Clark is not playing the game. And like, by the way, like, people didn't know whether or not Caitlin was playing that game until the very end.
Before the game even tipped off, Clark had already won the night. Over 200 autographs.
Let me repeat that.
Over 200 fans walked away with their jerseys, posters, or sneakers scribbled with Caitlin's signature before the game clock even started. One commentator nailed it when they compared her presence to the damn Beatles. And you know what? They weren't exaggerating.
There are just a serious amount of fans. I don't even know, is that even just a towel? Like, it's very different. Like, they're showing up there. People are showing up just to witness Caitlin Clark. It's like she's the damn Beatles. It is like she is the damn Beatles.
It was supposed to be about Angel Reese. Let's not forget that the entire marketing campaign for Barbie Night starred Reese front and center, painted in pink, celebrating her as one of the most exciting new talents in the league. But as the crowd buzzed louder for Clark, that narrative started peeling away faster than a cheap sticker.
Right here, of course, this is supposed to be the arena that Angel Reese built, right? Question mark? Caitlin Clark right here, signing autographs. Look at these fans.
Ree, who's no stranger to commanding a court or an audience, suddenly found herself competing for attention in her own event. And not with a player who was lacing up to beat her that night, but with someone sitting courtside in street clothes. The Fever and Sky fans were practically indistinguishable. But the reason why Clark...
Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously. This person over here, show us Barbie. Yeah, not lined up for Barbie.
Some folks didn't even care who won as long as they got their moment with her. She made her way up and down the rows, stopping to chat with young girls holding signs, parents snapping pictures like paparazzi, and even rival fans tagging her in selfies. One dad shouted, "You're her idol," while a little girl in full Fever gear clutched a basketball twice her size. And Caitlin, she stopped and signed it. That's her power.
There are hundreds of fans that were there to see Caitlin Clark play. On the off chance Caitlin Clark would be able to sign something. She was there. She spent like 20 minutes autographing everything.
Here's the thing. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star. She's the rising tide lifting the entire league. Whether she's knocking down threes, dropping dimes, or just walking into an arena, her influence is impossible to ignore. Clark doesn't just thrive under pressure. She embraces the weight of being a role model.
but she goes out of her way to make sure pregame she's signing autograph after autograph. We talked about the other day in New York when it was 108 autographs that she signed. Well, today signed over 200 autographs.
One commentator said it perfectly. I don't think you can have a more great role model, especially if you're a parent and stuff for kids, than Caitlin Clark. The fan attention, the overwhelming excitement, the shift in focus. Clark's not just growing the game, she's redefining it.
Was out for a long period of time, signing for fan after fan, so trying to make sure that she still is accessible to the fans here and helps create memories for so many of them. Here was Caitlin continuing to sign.
While the pregame belonged to Caitlin, the court was about to turn into Kelsey Mitchell's canvas. Imagine dropping 35 points and leaving an entire arena in awe. That's exactly what Kelsey Mitchell did. And it wasn't just impressive, it was devastating for the Chicago Sky. The Fever's offense ran through her. And Mitchell didn't just step up, she owned the court. From the very first quarter, she made it clear this game was going to be all about her.
And Kelsey Mitchell had a gargantuan game. Of course, Stephanie White, instead of letting her roll, took her out of the game. I don't understand what the deal is with that. I really don't.
When I say she controlled the pace, I mean she single-handedly matched the Sky's entire output in the first quarter alone. 13 points. One player matching a whole team in scoring is almost unheard of. But Kelsey made it look easy. She didn't stop there. By the time the game ended, Mitchell had drained 7 three-pointers, perfectly showcasing why defenders hate guarding her. Her range lethal.
Kelsey Mitchell, get this, folks. 13 points in the first quarter. The Sky scored 13 points in the first quarter. She literally matched the entire Chicago Sky team in quarter one, and this still was a game with 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left.
Mitchell went 7 of 10 from beyond the arc, hitting 3 after 3 like it was a casual shoot-around. And it wasn't just about the volume. Her shooting efficiency is what really made jaws drop. Mitchell finished with a 63% success rate from the field, a huge improvement from past struggles.
Has been her field goal percentage in these games, but it's been much improved. 12 of 19, 63%, 7 of 10 from three-point range, 35 points. 35 points. It's impressive.
Even one commentator pointed out that Kelsey Mitchell is actually shooting well from the field lately, which is an understatement when you're throwing up these kinds of numbers against a frustrated Sky defense. The worst part, for Chicago, watching their players try anything and everything to slow her down, only to get torched across the board. Coming off screens, hitting step backs, pulling up cold on fast breaks. It didn't matter.
Kelsey Mitchell through 3 quarters. 30 points, 6 three-pointers at the time. This is the one thing I can honestly say I'm impressed with. Kelsey Mitchell is actually shooting well from the field lately.
Mitchell had an answer for every defensive look the Sky tried. And you could see it draining the confidence out of them quarter by quarter. It's not just the scoring itself, but how. Mitchell scores. She picks defenses apart, makes defenders look helpless, and does it without losing her cool. Once she gets hot, forget about it. You're playing catch-up the rest of the night.
Kelsey Mitchell, this is going to be Kelsey. Right out, that got tipped. That pass got tipped, and Kelsey caught it and knocked it down. Right here, check this out. One more time, there was the tip, lands with Kelsey, boom.
What's really terrifying is how consistent she's becoming. Mitchell isn't just a one-aim wonder. That improved shooting efficiency the Fever had been waiting for is happening. And now she's a constant threat, not just from behind the arc, but everywhere. Her ability to mix it up between threes, pull-ups, and driving to the rim is exactly why this performance isn't just a standout game. It's a preview of what's coming.
She was on point in this game. No doubt about it, on point. She finished with 35. Ari McDonald had 10. So it was an impressive game from Kelsey Mitchell.
Her dominance in this game all but sealed the Sky's fate early. Even when the Sky tried to hang around in the second and third quarters, they never found a way to contain her. With 35 points, Kelsey wasn't just leading the charge. She was the charge. Don't forget, this isn't just about one player going off. It's about what this type of performance does for a team.
She's got a level of athleticism that is impressive. It honestly almost feels a little NBA player-like. Seriously, her athleticism is serious.
The Fever fed off her energy and proved once again why they've completely outclassed the Sky this season. And if Mitchell's display wasn't enough, the Fever still had plenty of backup waiting to shine when it mattered. Let's just say Chicago never stood a chance.
Like, this is a player that I kid you not, KK Timpson is for real. Like, she is a black hole, but she just flies. She just flies.
How does a team lose 3 straight games to the same opponent? The Chicago Sky have all the answers, and to be honest, none of them are great. Playing at home should have given them a shot at redemption, but that wasn't even remotely the case. They got outplayed, outcoached, and outworked. And it wasn't just about Kelsey Mitchell going nuclear, though. Obviously, that didn't help them either.
And Aaliyah really controlled every part of that game in the first half. She was passing, she was doing a lot of things well. And I thought Chloe Bibby was exceptional. In Chloe Bibby's first 4 minutes on the floor, she hit 2 3-point shots, and in her first 4 minutes, she already scored more points than Bree Turner has done for the Indiana Fever.
The Sky struggles run a lot deeper than one lopsided game. Take a look at their roster. Ariel Atkins, their best player, wasn't there. Her absence was glaring, the kind of void you can't patch up with hustle or grit. A commentator even wondered, would the Sky have lost if Ariel Atkins had played spoiler? Probably still, but it definitely wouldn't have been as ugly as this.